What's y'all feelings about this Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas, Wyatt family situation? Is it getting too redundant for y'all? Let me know what y'all think, man. I know for me, it's getting a bit redundant. We just seen the same stuff last week. Okay, Nikki Cross comes out. The lights go out. She has the box with the black tape wrapped around it. Gives it to Michael Cole. Michael Cole acts spooked out. Then he plays the VHS tape, and it's an interview with Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas. Now, don't get me wrong. It's okay, it's good cinema, you know. It's good edits. I like the old-fashioned tape glitching VHS look. I get it. I mean, the message was a bit confusing to me, to be honest, but I get it. We're here. They forgot about us. They got to remember us and all of that. But man, it didn't hit like the first time though. And I'm like, man, y'all had so many months to get this together. Why are we already repeating what happened last week? On top of that, you got Chad Gable. He was backstage. He got hit in the head with that hammer thing, or I don't know what he got hit in the head with, but it seemed like he had a pretty bad injury backstage. He gets hit in the head, skipped the concussion protocol, comes back the next week, fine, wins the match, qualifies for Money in the Bank, puts over how he survived the Wyatt family. The Wyatt family's following him, trolling him. It's starting to become all over the place. I'm trying to stick with it though, because this is for the legacy of Bray Wyatt. So I want to give as much time possible with this. Also, I love the acting Bo Dallas is doing. I think he's doing a great job. I want to give more time for that too. But the redundant writing already, you did the same thing 2 weeks in a row. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not going to get too upset about it. You know, it's cool. It is what it is. I'm going to stick along for the ride to see how this is. How this works out, I should say. It's Bobby Monsoon, 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Solid Raw show. Going into Money in the Bank. The show started off Jey Uso coming through the crowd, man. I think Lee Fitting is doing a great job as far as the camera angles and just trying new stuff. We're used to Raw coming on the same way all the time. This time he's got the fans. He's coming out. He cuts a great promo. Chad Gable interrupts, and that's when the whole Wyatt family thing goes on that I just explained. Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy interview, and that is what it is. First match of the night was Karrion Kross versus Xavier. This storyline has me a little bit lost. Like, what is going on? Xavier doesn't fit in with the New Testament at all. So why is this even a thing? I don't know, but we're here. So Xavier versus Karrion Kross. Now it's a good match, but AOP, they interfere in the match. They beat up the New Day. And Karrion Kross tries to break Kofi Kingston's arm, and that's how that segment ends. Zelina Vega versus Liv Morgan. That was an alright match. Dirty Dom, he comes out to help Liv Morgan, then Rey Mysterio comes out to stop him. So there's a little back and forth from there. Zelina gets distracted. Liv Morgan retains the title. That's simple. We knew Zelina wasn't going to go over Liv Morgan on a random Raw, random SmackDown, and maybe even a PLE. Zelina's a great worker. I wonder, when is it going to be her time to get a run with the title? Seth Rollins comes out, cuts a promo, always top tier, 100% promo. Finn Balor comes out, and Finn Balor, when he interrupts Seth Rollins, he's like, yo, man, you know what I mean? The Judgment Day, we got conflict, but Me and you got conflict too, so they're kind of going back and forth. Then Damian Priest comes out and said, man, I told you, man, I don't need you, man. I don't need anybody. I could beat Seth Rollins by myself. And they have a little back and forth. Then Finn Balor sneaks Seth Rollins. Then Damian Priest gets Finn Balor off of Seth Rollins. Then Seth Rollins turns around, starts beating up Finn Balor. Then Damian Priest hit Seth with the South of Heaven, and that was about it. You got the Ivy Now, Dakota Kai, and Zoe Stark. Zoe Starks wins that match to go over and go in the match as qualifying and Money in the Bank. Now, we all know the story with Zoe Stark. She's going to win the small matches. She's always going to qualify. She's never going to win Money in the Bank, Queen of the Ring, anything like that. She's a solid talent, but WWE Creative has no interest in putting her over, just like Zelina Vega. So it's unfortunate, but, you know, it kind of is what it is. Rey Mysterio versus Dirty Dominik Mysterio. Now, I like this match. I like their chemistry. You know, they know each other pretty well. Of course they are. I'm pretty sure Rey Mysterio spent a lot of time training Dirty Dom, getting him to that level he's at now. And whenever they're in the ring, they're gonna have good work. Liv Morgan comes out, then somehow, Liv Morgan comes out and Rey Mysterio kicks Dirty Dom on top of Liv Morgan. Then Zelina Vega comes out, and Zelina Vega and Liv Morgan starts fighting outside of the ring. Then Rey Mysterio winds up winning because Dominik Mysterio is distracted. Rey Mysterio gets the win. Liv Morgan is upset, worried about Dominik Mysterio. He's holding his head and his chest as he walks back, so we'll see what happens with that. Sami Zayn cutting a promo on Braun Breaker. Now, this is very interesting. When you got somebody like Braun Breaker, he came, and especially tonight, he just looks so jacked. I like, what? Walking down in the ring, husky, looking over, towering over Sami Zayn. It's like, man, I don't see any way in hell they write Sami Zayn beating Braun Breaker Saturday. You know, they had a back and forth. He speared him. He tried to spear him again, but Sami Zayn countered. Sami Zayn started beating him up, but Braun Breaker got the best of him, speared him again, and, you know, that was the end of it. He held the title up, and that's a good indication that Braun Breaker will lose Saturday, and I get it. Realistically, what will happen in real life? Braun Breaker will break Sami Zayn in half in real life, in real timing. There's no way in hell Braun Breaker loses a street fight or a regular fight or any type of fight with Sami Zayn. But somehow they're going to have Sami Zayn pull it off, I believe. And now that I'm thinking about that, I got to give y'all the predictions for Money in the Bank. So watch out for that this week. You got Dragunov, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus. Banger after banger after banger, like Sheamus say. This was a good match, solid match. Dragunov is one of my top favorite right now, man. Like, I love watching this dude wrestle. I love watching this dude work, man. Like, incredible worker. You already knew Drew McIntyre was a good worker and Sheamus was a good worker. They had a solid match. The match ended off with Drew and Sheamus going back and forth, ending the match off, missing Claymore and all of that, but he winds up connecting with the Claymore at the end. 1, 2, 3. Drew pins Sheamus, and there we have it. I would like to see Dragunov win that match though, and have Drew McIntyre kind of keep trolling CM Punk, but obviously they got other plans, and Drew McIntyre won that. He probably is gonna win Money in the Bank. I don't know. Jey Uso might win. I'm still up in the air on that. I'll think about it a little bit harder and come back with the predictions. But man, okay show. I said solid show, but Raw was an okay show tonight. You know what I mean? It wasn't the most boring show, but it wasn't the most exciting. It was an average show. This is like the average Raw, where it's like, okay, all right. So, stay tuned for the predictions coming this week for Money in the Bank. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to see any other videos from me, any other different type of styles, whatever y'all want to see. Let me know in the comments, man. Thanks for rocking with me. Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe.